Here is the Sherry Futura synthetic lace front wig, which is just under $55, and with the code VV10 you can receive additional money off of your purchase. I love the color of this unit. It's reminiscent of 1B and 30, and as you can see, the hairline perimeter is very natural in appearance, and you receive about 2 inches of parting space that span from ear to ear with 3 combs at the front, and the cap has a great stretch to it. Very comfortable, very big head friendly. And to begin, I wanted to start by trimming the lace on the unit to make sure that it looks as natural as possible. And here I'm placing the unit on my head, and I'm going to start dousing the unit with water. It's imperative to just use a lot of water with this very tightly coiled unit, and I'm going to follow up by using this mousse, and it's one of my favorites. It's very lightweight. It's great for synthetic units. And then I'm just going to situate the hair for parting. I will say that the curls are very tightly coiled, so it's a bit difficult to piece apart the hair in certain areas. And I'm using a shampoo comb to kind of define the part as best as possible. This may be a little bit difficult, as you can see, but it works out in the end because it's extremely tightly coiled, which is both good and bad depending on who you ask. Now with additional foam, I'm going to just apply that near the ends and use a shampoo comb to loosen the tight curls and maximize the volume. Again, this does create volume, so proceed at your own risk. And with a paddle brush, that means business. I focus this on the ends of the hair or at the very beginning closest to the lace. This creates a little bit of frizz, much more drama, and it just creates a fuller look, which I like. The purpose for using the water is because I don't like to detangle on a dry medium, but I love to also trim the hair while it's a little bit damp so that I can add layers, dimension, and shape. This is how you really make your unit your own. This is how you customize it to fit your preference. And if you're not comfortable trimming, I would suggest starting with very little at a time. Don't cut too much off at once. You know, it's okay if it takes you a little bit longer to trim, just take your time. Now I'm just cleansing my edge hairline with a little bit of toner or witch hazel, and I'm going to moisturize my edges. I highly recommend doing this step. I know mine look busted, but listen, they're okay. They're well taken care of. And with the Got To Be Ultra Glued Gel, I'm just applying this in the area of my braids versus the front edge. And I'm applying my second layer, just letting it dry and become tacky, and then I follow up with the freeze spray. And once it's white in color, that means that it's ready for you to place the unit on. So I'm just placing it down, making sure it's in place and in line with the part. And I'm using a little bit more of the spray before I wrap the hair for about 10 minutes. I'm really liking how it's looking, but we have to deal with those edges, okay? So I love the Ebon New York and the Got To Be Ultra Glue Gel. They work great as a combo to slick the edges down, so I highly recommend it. And I'm actually using my perimeter hairline to just help disguise or kind of hide the lace of the unit. This is a really great trick if you aren't into tinting the lace of your unit. Here again, I'm using the satin scarf to secure this in place and slick the edges down, and I'm going to do this for about 15 minutes. Once it's off, I love how it looks. The unit is not going anywhere. So I'm just going to apply my pressed powder. This is by Maybelline, and I like to apply this in the area of the part of the unit as well as on my head. Situate the hairs if you have to, but you want to create a seamless look. And the next step, I definitely recommend wearing gloves, but I'm using the Jerome Russell Temporary Hairspray in Noir, and I love to use this to create that ombre effect to help the color transition. The lighter color does not look as natural, so I'm just using the dark hairspray to create that ombre effect at the root. So it's a dark root that transitions into the lighter color. And I just think that looks so much more flawless. Now I decided to go for a bang. It just fell so beautifully. I fell in love with this, honestly. So I'm just trimming it to make sure that the bang portion is perfect. And I am going to use this bobby pin and secure it into the bulk of the bang so that I can hide it and keep the hairs in the area in place. And this looks gorgeous. Again, I was a perfectionist, but girl, you have to get this. Use the coupon code VV10 to get yours today, honey. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe, hit the thumbs up button, and watch more of my videos. I'll see you in the next one.